We've all heard the propaganda from these companies saying that they are the #1 selling tractor. I'm going to expose this multi-million-dollar company's lies, and it's going to blow your mind. Mahindra says that they're the #1 tractor selling company in the world, and we're going to look at that here in just a little bit. But are they? And what do they use to determine that data? Well, there's a couple factors. And there's some other companies that say that they're the best selling brand in the world. So I got to thinking about who sells the most tractors, who is the most popular tractor, and what's the best selling tractor. And I think all those are a little different. I don't think that you can really say those are all the same. But I want to look at, let's take a look at #1. We're going to look at Mahindra, right? And they claim that they're the #1 selling tractor company in the world. And that's true if you use this set of criteria. So let's take a look at this right quick. So if you're to do a quick Google search of who sells the most tractors in the world, what you're going to see is Mahindra. And that's because they're the #1 sales in India, which happens to be the largest tractor market in the world. And it's been that way since 1983. So when they say they're the #1 selling tractor in the world, that's kind of, it's a big fish in a big pond. Let's take a look at the 10 most popular tractor companies in the world. You got Mahindra, and that's because they have that huge Indian market share. Then you got, coming in at #2 is John Deere. And we're going to talk John Deere more here in a second. But then coming in at #3 is the Massey Fergusons, and then #4 would be your Case IH. #5 is going to be your Sonalika, and they have evidently they're a most popular brand all over the world. 6 Escort Groups, which is a big popular owner of the Farm Track series, which is all over everything but North America. 7 is Kubota. Everybody knows who Kubota is, the BX series, M series, L series. Fendt comes in at #8, Deutz Fahr is #9, and rounding out the top 10 is Klaus. So yeah, hey buddy, look how old man is. Oh, bless his heart. Feeling good, huh? Feeling good? But you're using the India market to make that claim. So when you come into the U.S. market, and we have friends that watch this channel overseas and stuff, and you can, I don't know what it's like in the European markets and things like that, but in the U.S. market, you'll have them set their booths up and they'll say, #1 selling tractor in the world. Well, what about in America? What's the #1 selling tractor in America? Well, that's a different story because it's not who you think it is. As a matter of fact, they got knocked out of the top spot. Check out this graph right here. That was pretty interesting. I didn't think that was going to be, I didn't think that was going to happen. And of course, how reliable is that data? It's a couple years old, I know. I couldn't find anything more current than that. But then take a look at who the #3 spot is. That's interesting to me. I didn't think Coyote would be in the #3 spot. I actually thought it would be, I don't know who I thought it would be, because I knew TYM was going to be in like the 6th spot, but I thought TYM was going to be, I thought Coyote was going to be maybe 4th or 5th. I don't know who I thought would be #3, but I knew it would be John Deere, Kubota, or whatever. But then you got to look at, there's some things that are, there's some demographics that are changing, right? Check out this screenshot of an article that I read about old guys and young guys. This is crazy. Check this out. If you look at the top of this picture, it says demand for compact tractors is also increasing as older farmers generally prefer more manageable and smaller machines. In addition, younger generations entering into small-scale agriculture are expected to seek more user-friendly and modern compact tractors. Yeah, ain't that crazy? It's it's not the same ball game. It's different. It's a different time. There's different times we're living in. Look at. You scratching that back? You scratching that back? Huh? Oh, Lord. Different times we're living in. But anyway, You know, it depends on the criteria that you're going to use to see who's the best selling, who's the most popular, and what's the top tractor manufacturer out there. And then it also goes into different classifications of horsepower, right? 50 below, 100 horsepower below. Now, I found this report here, and to me, it's a little confusing. So leave a comment below if you can help me digest this data, because, and I'll mention it here when we show the picture, but take a close look at the number of units that they are reporting, and you help me make sense of this, because I'm not sure how to interpret the data there. All right, so what's that mean? I'm not sure. But you can see there's a lot of things going on, but at the end of the day, more tractors are going to be sold. Look at the forecast for how many tractors are going to be sold up to 2028. Check this picture out. That's a lot of tractors. That's a lot of people on compact tractors. That's a lot of people on big ag tractors. No, there's no two ways to slice it. You know, it's the tractor market is going to grow for the foreseeable future anyway. And that's good news. That's good news for tractor manufacturers. That's good news for the consumer, because the product is going to get better. The warranties are going to get better. The dealer networks are going to get better. The service provided is going to get better. So there's a lot of positives about that type of growth in this particular industry, right? What are you doing, Pepper? Huh? What are you doing? I love that dog, but I love that dog more. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell my wife. So is that multi-million-dollar company lying to you about being the #1 tractor selling company in the world? Man, that's some iffy stuff. That's all I can tell you. You know? I mean, I guess. That's all I can tell you. But hey, let me know in the comments what you guys have. Do you guys have some John Deeres on your property? Do you guys have Kubotas on your property? What do you guys have? If you made it this far into the video, drop a tractor emoji in the comment section there. But I think that you know, the fact that the market is on the growth trajectory, because during COVID-19, so the traffic sales is just through the roof. Everybody was buying compact tractors. Everybody was buying subcompact tractors, and the market boomed. And luckily, a lot of those companies were smart enough to realize that that trend was not going to continue. And if you go look at channels, I recommend that you go check out Ask Tractor Mike. Tractor Mike has got a great channel, and he does a lot of, he's kind of like an industry insider. I'm sure if you watch this channel, you watch Tractor Mike. If you're looking for solid tractor information, go check out Ask Tractor Mike, because he's not only is a solid dude, he's a really good dude, but he puts out information that is just spot on. And there's some other channels out there, there's some other YouTubers out there that do some type of analysis of the market and stuff like that. Sometimes you have to take what they say with a grain of salt. Either they're dealers or they're sponsored by somebody or whatever. But nonetheless, 90% of what they say is probably accurate. So go check out some of those other channels as well. I don't think any of them try to, what's the word I'm looking for? Distort the information. But a lot of their information is getting from biased sources. But anyway, that's just, and then I just use whatever Google had. So I have no agenda. I don't care who's #1, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, what you need to do is you need to look at your checking account, your savings account, your pay stub, and you say, okay, these are my bills. These are my total encumbrances. That's a good word for you. And this is what I need. I can put this $20,000 tractor into this column, and I can afford it, and that $20,000 tractor will do what I need it to do. I can put this $40,000 tractor into this column, and it will do what I need it to do, and I can afford it. It's your money, it's your decisions, you and your family's decisions on what tractor you're going to buy. Talk to service departments, talk to dealers, talk to all these people, and figure out what tractor is going to be best for you. And don't go off, here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to go off of, Facebook posts. If you go into any of these Facebook groups, Well, I've been hearing a lot about these tractor problems. Well, go in every single group, you're going to hear every single problem, because people that have the problems talk the loudest in these Facebook groups. Don't worry about that kind of stuff. Talk to your local dealer and find out what they have the problems with. If you've got 4 or 5 dealers around you, visit each one and say, okay, what's the main concerns you have with your tractors? What's the main concerns you have with the warranty repairs? Things like that. They'll let you know. They'll tell you. I mean, they're trying to sell you a tractor, but talk to the service departments. They'll be honest with you. But anyway, hey, listen, I appreciate you guys watching. We're busting $1 million company lies right here in this video. You guys take care. Hey, God bless you guys. We'll talk to you later.